Do you guys remember when epic fails were a thing? It was like the early days of YouTube, and it was kind of the evolution of things like You've Been Framed, and it was just videos of absolutely atrocious epic fails on the internet. Well, in the modern day and age, we have even more access to that because people will just openly share their absolute failures on the internet. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today's another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it.
And where would you get your food, electricity, and water? We'd be fine. We'd have everything we need, but we could also run at night.
The expedition party has spent all day in the searing heat, only to find they've walked in one big circle, back to Coconut Beach.
Did that happen? I don't even understand. We cannot walk anywhere on this island without getting lost.
Let's rock and roll, boys! Let's rock and roll! I think we made it! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, this is exciting. This is
You know, I am envious. I can't lie. I understand why women get into these positions where they're like, yeah, I could beat men on an island. It comes from jealousy. I am, you know, I'm so lucky I grew up when I did, because I think if I grew up any later being an emo kid and being a tomboy, I probably would have turned into a trans man. Because, like, what do you mean you guys can just rock up to an island and survive? What do you mean? It sucks. It really sucks. I'd love to just, like, you know how to make fire. Just know that, like, I can probably survive. Like, you guys can have so much fun. I first noticed this when I went to Scouts, and I was one of 3 girls in the whole, like, Scout group. It was about, I don't know, 30 or 40 kids. And obviously it was, like, only 3 girls, because Scouts is more of a boys thing, at least here in the UK. Girls go to something called Brownies. And yeah, it just became very apparent very quickly that, like, dudes just know this stuff. Even if they didn't know it beforehand, like, they just pick up on it quicker. And that sucks, because boys have way more fun. I don't want to sit there making paper mache and friendship bracelets. Like, I want to go rock climbing and, you know, thrown into the middle of the woods and just know how to survive. But I need a man for that.
Why is it you're so adamant you're right all the time?
Hold on. I'm not adamant I'm right.
Yes, you are, because you're dismissing everybody else.
Listen, I am...
Come on, boys, and the third, fourth, fifth, sixth,
You guys can just have fun.
7. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna pull me out!
Look at how much fun they're having.
Okay, well, where are we going now? Where are we going now? No more confrontational arguing.
I don't want to lead. I'm sorry, I don't want to lead this group. I don't want to.
What? I can't deal with this.
The women have circled back to Coconut Beach for a second time.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Having pushed through the jungle for 2 days, they're not one step closer.
Let's stick it Brilliant.
Do they not have, like, maps or compasses?
Moment, absolutely buzzing. Yeah, definitely feel like a tribe on a hunt.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Everyone's come out prepared.
You really need to know how I'm feeling.
I feel fine. Another day at the office.
It's really hard.
Oh no.
I feel really good, yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah, it's enormous. It's watching us. No!
Though potentially deadly to humans, a crocodile of this size could provide tens of thousands of calories for the women.
Oh no. They can't run very fast, can they?
Who have barely eaten in days.
I wouldn't even think of that. I wouldn't even think like, oh, let's eat it. I'd be like, run.
The women decide to walk away.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, that is my instinct.
From this potentially life-saving feast.
What are you doing?
We are women. We don't think like that.
That shifty little got closer, Annie. He's not scared of us.
Look at me. Look at me. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
No way.
You're in.
Here we go, puppy dog.
Yes. Go. Oh, boy.
No. How did they kill it? How did they do that? Did they smother it? It's gonna make me cry. I can't. I just realized what he's doing. Oh my word. I just want to say thank you to all the men that do the jobs that I really don't want to do. You know, I equally would want to say thank you to, you know, obviously the women that also do jobs that I don't want to do. But there are far more jobs that men do that I don't want to do.
Okay, so I just got into my car after going on a date, right? And let me just tell you something. I don't know what the deal is with like men now, but I had told him prior that I will be having pre and post date expenses, and is that okay? And are you going to cover them? And I don't know if he wasn't listening or like what the deal was or whatever, but when I handed him the white envelope, he looked shocked, and then he opened it and it's
I say no, sometimes I see stuff like this and I think there's no way this is real. Like, sometimes I think this must just be like a government psyop to divide the sexes even more. There's no way, right?
hello, pre-post date expenses.
I'm going to test this theory. If you've actually ever experienced a woman like this scenario, she's asked you for post-date or pre-date expenses, not just she wants you to get the bill. I mean, something like this. Let me know in the comments, because I have a theory here. I really do. I mean, how are we supposed to believe this is a real person? She's not got her real eyes, for a start. Those are contact lenses. That nose, either she's very genetically blessed or that is like far too pointy to be real. Her lips are obviously not real. Her teeth, I don't know. Maybe she's got Invisalign, which I'm also doing right now. So I'm not going to hate if that's the case. But, you know, they could be, we know people are going to Turkey and getting their teeth done. Like, how are we supposed to believe this is a real person? So I need to know in the comments, like, is this real? Is this actually happening? Because sometimes I do worry. Sometimes I do worry that some of the stuff I react to is not genuine to the real world. And, you know, I don't want to be a doomer. Like, I don't want to just tell you guys, like, oh my gosh, like, it's so bad out there. And, you know, stay away from all women because we're all just, like, ruined. Because I don't want to believe that this is how bad it is. So please prove me wrong, you know. Let me know if this has actually happened to you.
Hello?
Pre and post date expenses. Are you
Oh, this guy. We love this guy.
freaking kidding me? Do y'all not realize what that sounds like? Do y'all not realize
Yeah, no, they don't, dude. They don't.
what that actually makes you when you require payment
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it.
for expenses? Well, in case you can't figure it out, let me see if I can explain it to you. It makes you a business, not a person.
Oh, I thought it was going to say it makes you a whore.
You know, kind of like, say, Amazon or Walmart has fees for, let's call it, delivering the goods, as it were. But okay. Anyway, let's see some more of what she has to say.
He put it so gently as well. Like, it makes you sound like a prostitute. That's what it makes you sound like. Because I feel like even some women, like, they'd be like, yeah, I'm doing a whole Jeff Bezos thing. I'm running my own business. It's like, no, he's putting it delicately, perhaps sarcastically, you know, perhaps a bit tongue-in-cheek. You're acting like a whore. You're acting like a prostitute. So how about instead of going on dates with guys that you aren't interested in and using it as a way to sell yourself, like a prostitute, maybe just go on dates with people that you actually like. In which case, you wouldn't require any payment because we all know that you'll open your legs for a dude that you actually like. So let's just not get it twisted, ladies.
Say, shall we?
Like, what kind of females do you be dating? You know what I'm saying? So-
Oh, darling, what kind of females do we be? How'd you put it?
What kind of females do they be dating, but yet you are literally advertising yourself as a prostitute? So you would... So the kind of women who go on dates with men that they genuinely like and maybe go for a coffee date or something simple... You would rather not be with a guy who goes out with women like that. You would rather him be a guy who goes to the strip club, spends money on slutty women, and pays for prostitution services. That's the kind of man you'd rather. That says more about you.
All right, dating. Well, most guys prefer to date the amateur females, not the professional ones. Just saying.
Anyway, so I handed it to him and he literally looked shocked at me and said, I can't cover this.
Well played, sir. Well played. And I hope right afterward you got up and walked out the door.
It was $478 for pre and post date expenses.
$478.
I still don't buy it. I still, please. I need to see the comments of this video. We need to get this video out fast because I need to know, is this actually happening? Have you ever actually been given like a bill? Not from an actual prostitute, like just on a date.
For what? Look, darling, I mean no offense, but I can buy a hell of a lot of things for that amount of money that will be far more valuable to me than an hour or two spent with you.
Honestly, that's some people's rent.
Especially in the long run. Hell, I could spend that money at the dollar store and still get more value for my money.
You asked me on a date, and mind you, we really didn't even have that good a conversation because he was on his phone the whole time, and I have a very strict no phone policy on dates. Hello, you're here to pay attention to me.
And there it is. And let's give her credit where credit is due for saying the unspoken out loud, giving us the exact mindset that most of today's modern women have.
Again, credit where credit's due, guys. If you are going on a date, you are there to pay attention to the other person and vice versa. You know, she should be there to equally pay attention to him. You know, I get what he's saying, you know, it shouldn't just be about her, but the idea of like not going on your phone on a date, like to me, that's just like basic respect. You don't need to word it like that. Like, I have a strict no phones policy, but it's like, it is just a bit rude. It is a bit rude. Now, obviously, like there are understandable circumstances. A friend of mine runs a business, always on his phone. I don't like it. You know, if we are going out for something to eat and he goes on his phone, I'll be like, well, who was that? But it's like a running joke. Like, what can he do? He runs a business. Like, I'm not actually going to stop being friends with someone if there is a valid reason. But if you're opening your phone to scroll on TikTok or Instagram or just anything that doesn't require immediate attention, that's rude. That's really rude. Like my friend, many a calls will come through that he will put down. You know, if we're all going out for something to eat or whatever, like he will put it down. But if it's immediate, he's basically like a landlord. So it's like if something's happening at one of the properties that he needs to respond to immediately because it's his business, fine. You know, and it might have been the case with this dude that there was a genuine actual reason for it. Maybe his mom or dad fell sick or something. Like, I don't want to take it that deep, but like you just don't know, right? You got to have a bit of understanding. You got to not presume the worst in people all the time. But then again, like if he is just like scrolling, like guys, come on, don't do that. Even girls and guys, don't do that. Like, be better.
You know, the whole me one. Good Lord.
Look at all the effort that I had to put into to going on this date, and now you have a problem with pre and post date expenses? Are you kidding?
Oh my. No, darling. We're not kidding. We're just simply walking away.
Oh dear.
A prenup to me means that your partner thinks that you're going to take everything if all else fails, which after 5 years of being together and having a son together, Sean should 100% trust me.
I mean, everything's wonderful now that I've seen what my parents went through. I just don't want to go through the same thing. What's the harm of talking to a lawyer?
To me, it...
Like, I understand where she's coming from. But at the same time, we don't know the full context of this situation. We don't know what this couple have been through up to this point. And also, like, if you know you're not going to leave anyway, why do you need a prenup? If you've already vetted this man pretty well and there's zero red flags, there's zero indication that he's going to become an alcoholic. Obviously, life's unexpected. Things happen. But, you know, just generally speaking, he's not going to become an alcoholic. He's not going to cheat on you. Even that one is a bit like, I'm not defending cheating. I'm absolutely not defending cheating. But if people make mistakes and people aren't perfect, and I don't expect people to be perfect, again, not defending it. Really, really not defending it. But, you know, alcoholism, addiction in any kind of form, you know, abuse, all of these things. If you've already vetted that out of a man and you know you're not going to leave, you know, if you have that kind of mindset as a woman, I personally feel like, obviously I'm not in that situation. I'm not married, I'm not engaged or whatever, but I personally feel like if I know this person very well and we're going to get married and I know they're not the kind of person who's going to become, you know, generally speaking, abusive, has an addictive personality or, you know, all of the real red flags, right? And we love and care about each other a lot and we want to have children. Like, I know I'm not leaving. I also know that maybe 10 years down the line, or when I go through menopause, there are going to be periods where I don't like the guy. Ask any married couple who've been married for a long time. There will be periods of time where you don't like each other. I know that. I know that I'm getting into a contract where I'm not going to be happy and fulfilled all the time. But I also know that my values mean more to me than that. So I know that unless there is like genuine danger for me and my children, I'm not destroying my family. So if you know you're not going to leave, then a man asking for a prenup, if that's a need that he has for him to feel secure in the relationship, and he's already saying, like, he's not saying this is because of you. He's already said this is because of what I've seen my parents go through. If you're with a man who is, you know, got bad prior relationship experience in the way you might have too, you know, you need to be able to understand each other's needs. And again, if you know you're not going to leave, if you know he's not the kind of man to leave too, and you know that there's no real danger in the relationship, then okay, signing a prenup on the off chance that the relationship falls apart. Like, I don't think it's that bad if you really know the kind of person you are and the kind of person that they are. I'm open to changing my mind. I know this is a very split topic of discussion. So I am very open to having my mind changed, but that's just how I feel about it right now. But if you have an argument as to suggest otherwise, why, you know, a woman perhaps shouldn't sign a prenup. And I don't want to hear the whole like, oh, well, you know, if he cheats on you and runs off, then you're left with nothing if you've been just a housewife for however many years. Like, yeah, that is a risk. But again, like, what kind of guy are you marrying? You know, how are you letting a how can you get into a relationship knowing that it is a possibility that could happen? I wouldn't marry a guy if I thought, one, I didn't care about this man enough to make sure I did everything in my power to prevent the relationship from getting to that point. So what are you doing? Like, really, people who say stuff like that, you know, they say, oh, well, he could just up and leave one day and cheat on you. I hate this oversimplification of the human race. I hate it. Human beings, yes, there are some really awful creatures out there, but the majority of us are all just a little bit messed up in our own way. No one's perfect. But if you really love and care for someone and they really love and care for you too, and you had a point where you both really loved and cared for each other, a lot of stuff has to happen for it to get to a point where a man, you know, if he doesn't have any other issues, will just turn away from his spouse and his family. So if you're someone who knows that, and you're someone who knows that you're not going to work on those issues, then yeah, that's probably likely a real fear for you. But if you're someone who has the mindset of like, I will always try my best to make sure it doesn't get to that point first, like, you're preventing yourself from needing the prenup. I don't know. Challenge me on that, guys, but that's just my thinking.
Feels like Sean is treating our marriage like another business contract and not like a unity of love and commitment. Okay, I'm not signing anything, and you need to just know that you want
I feel like the relationship's gonna fall apart. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but
me or you don't. I am not another one of his clients. I'm the love of his life, and he should treat me like that.
yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think she's acting a bit like a toddler throwing a tantrum, so I don't buy it. There's no real genuine, like, a relationship. This isn't a business. That's her reasoning. This isn't a business contract. This is, you know, about love and unity. She's not heard what he said whatsoever. She's not responded with any empathy or compassion for what he's saying about the fact that he's seen his parents go through this, and that's where his fear is coming from. She's not addressed that, and she's essentially just said, you're stupid, and here's why. And her reason why is because I feel like it. She's not actually presented any compelling evidence as to why she believes a prenup is not needed for their relationship. It's just my way or the highway. Don't put up with that, guys. That's not fair. You deserve to be heard and listened to and respected. And even if a woman wants to disagree with you, you know, there needs to be reason for it, not just because I feel like it.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, yeah, welcome back.
Hey man, how's this rep treating you? It's all right. Sound like you don't like it.
Nah, it's my wife, man.
Not the right car?
It's just too loud and too big.
So, do you want to find a new one?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Let's take a look. What about this one?
Too old.
This one's nice.
Too short.
This one?
What on that one?
This one?
Yeah, that one.
That'll work.
But this is the problem. It's not the actions of the few. You need to reverse that statement.
Well, this sounds promising.
It is the
Oh, I love this lady.
actions of most men.
Really? So most men do the same things, do they? Somehow I find that extremely hard to believe.
Most men. There are very few that do not act this way.
Which way? Pointing out illogical? Should I go so far as to say even irrational behavior of blaming the many on the actions of the few? I should hope that any individual, whether it's a man or a woman, would point out how illogical that kind of behavior is.
It's the privilege of being a man in this world.
Yes, the distinct privilege of being a man in this world and getting blamed for absolutely everything that has ever gone wrong. What a privilege that is.
We have the lived experience every single day since we are young women dealing with men like this. You will never in your lifetime feel safe as a woman as long as there are men in the world like this.
Lies. I'm very aware of the evil men that exist in the world and what those evil men are capable of. And I'm very aware of my physiological disadvantage and perhaps emotional disadvantage to those men. I'm not scared of men. I know these men exist. I really, really do. I've seen them. Think men are great. Wouldn't survive without them.
This is one of those situations in which I will say again that an individual should only speak for themselves, not for all women, because not all...
Honestly, if you want to sit there and say, I feel like this, I feel like that, like, that's fine, but it's like, they always make these blanket statements of like, most men are like this, and it's like,
We give a woman the right to opt out of motherhood.
Right.
Should we also give a man the right to opt out of fatherhood and 18 years of child support?
I agree. You don't agree?
No, I don't know.
But if a mom walks into an abortion clinic and says, you know what, I'm not feeling this, and gets an abortion, the dad has no say. How come this mom can't, let's just say it's a one-night stand, just hypothetical. Okay. And the mom comes back to the dad and is like, hey, I'm pregnant. Why can't he opt out if she was able to say, hey, I don't want this baby? It's a double standard.
Well, he could obviously sign his rights away, but he cannot physically make
he can't sign his rights away because he has to pay child support.
I mean,
he is legally bound by child support.
Honest, that's just the way it is.
I know, but do you think it's right?
You can't tell a woman to have an abortion. Like, that's it.
I know, but do you think it's right that a mom can say, I don't want this baby, but a dad never can?
Yeah, they can never answer that one, can they?
I mean, I just think that's just the way it is.
Isn't that awfully convenient for you?
But do you think it's right? Yes or no? I don't think it's right. I think the whole system's
It is. It is. It's not right at all. Look, a man should be able to sign his rights away to a child if a woman can have an abortion. That's equality. Do I agree with either? No. But that's the world we live in.
What's the difference between a baby and a feminist?
What?
At some point, a baby will grow up and stop crying.
Ooh, this is. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
That's not yours?
Hell yeah, it's mine. I paid for it. Better be mine. Shit, I still got the receipt. I might take it back. I get a goatee or something. Wait, get this out. You straight?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So I see you work out a lot.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah?
I want to come up off it. It's kind of hot. Know what I mean?
What's that?
Look, relax, shorty. Don't even act like that. I'm sure your hair ain't real.
Oh my god! Oh hell no! I should do this.
Was like.
Wow, how judgmental are you for not loving him for how he really looks?
You know, like short things. Come here.
Oh! I thought you wanted red. What?
You lost it.
I thought you. Hey!
You better clean up all this.
No, Dion, that's too much.
That's, oh my God. Don't start what you can't finish as a general rule of thumb.
All this mess. You better clean up all this mess, though.
That's crazy.
You better clean all that mess up.
What?
Y'all see how aggressively she grabbed him as he started to walk away? Like, look at the anger in her eyes.
Yep.
And if she didn't have this moment where she remembered they were recording this whole event, I think she probably was about to hit that guy.
Yep.
And this is just a friendly reminder that men can be physically abused by women too. I cannot tell you how many videos and messages I have gotten from guys who have experienced this. Reports show that 1 in 10 men will experience this. And the problem is when it happens,
it's way higher than that because there's so much that doesn't get reported, and it'll be instances like this where, you know, they might grab you or they might like push you or like hit you, like, and it just gets like rubbed off because she's a woman and he's a man. It's way higher than 1 in 10.
we are completely powerless.
I would actually argue that men get hit more than women. Can I prove it? No. I'm not claiming it's fact, but that's my hypothesis because of things like that, like small instances like that.
Especially if it's her word against ours and it's not blatantly obvious. Our system is set up to protect the women. And if you think a woman that would domestically abuse a man wouldn't lie about it, like she's some...
I knew someone at an old church that I used to go to, and he unfortunately was in a very abusive relationship with a woman. He was lucky to get away. As far as I'm aware, I think he's in another relationship now. And they both seem to be on the same page. But yeah, it's dark. Like, it's really dark. And this isn't the only story I've heard. Obviously, like, I get emails and I read through comments, like, and other people that I've met throughout my life. Like, you see it too. Just like on the street, like, just look at any street interview. Like, you just see it. Like, a guy says something the girl doesn't like, and immediately it's just like, they just have like a knee-jerk reaction to like hit a guy. Now, don't get me wrong, like, there's context here. Like, it has to come out of anger for it to be concerning. Like, guys and girls, like, we all do playfully, like, touch each other, hit each other, push each other. Like, you know, you're walking along, like, someone makes a flippant comment, you, like, nudge each other. Like, things like that is not what I mean. It's things like this, where there's genuine anger. And, like, it seems like, oh, she stopped herself, but she still grabbed him. Like, can you imagine if it was the other way around? It's crazy.
You know what I think, though?
What do you think?
I'm not dating anybody. You're not dating anybody. Couldn't we go on a date that's not romantically inclined?
You mean like hang out like we normally do?
What?
What?
Yes. September, you're running out of time. It's National Take a Man on a Date Month. Many experts recommend a budget range of $300 to $500 so the men can feel appreciated, because I
that's brilliant.
feel unappreciated.
So you're saying I have to take you out?
Yes.
For 300, how much?
He's so proud. Yes.
What was the price range?
Let's just make it $400.
Oh, let's just make it $400. You didn't even take me out for my birthday this year.
God,
I'm still waiting on that.
That was in April, and she still remembers
Yeah, I'm not going to forget it.
Oh.
So when you do that, then sure, you'll get a, why do we have to do $400? You know, you don't love McDonald's or something?
Listen,
the dollar menu, they got some great stuff. You can get like a $1 sweet iced tea. The value.
Can you imagine if somebody took you on a date to McDonald's? What would you, if some guy took you on a date to McDonald's, what would you
I
think?
would be so pleased. Like, wow, they're so conscious with their money. And they're...
The clock is ticking.
I don't even know where to go for a $400 meal. Like, where do you even go to...
Don't worry, I'll find something.
I bet you will.
The double standards never fail. It's clear to see. Women only want equality so far as it serves them. A tale as old as time. Recent time. But that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all of my content. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the links in the description at buymeacoffee.com or via PayPal. And on that note, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.